Everyone's buzzing about fall 2025 fashion right now. Rich textures, bold tailoring, dramatic boost. But here's the thing, not all trends are created equal. I've pulled from real runway shows, celebrity stylists, and what's selling out in stores right now to find the ones that actually work. And there's one trend at the end that's going to spark a little debate. You know how every year there's a color that supposedly replaces black? Well, fall 2025 hasn't exactly replaced it. Black is still here, but rich, deep brown is still having a major moment. I'm talking about those warm espresso coats, chocolate leather boots, and deep cocoa knits that feel softer and more flattering than harsh black, especially as we get older. The beauty of brown is that it's just as versatile. You can pair it with almost anything you would wear with black, but it's warmer, which works wonders for mature skin tones. Plus, brown layers beautifully with camel, cream, olive, and even burgundy, making it perfect for those rich autumn color palettes. If you've been unsure about wearing brown head to toe, this is the season to try it. I love a tonal brown outfit, a chocolate knit, caramel trousers, and a deep coffee-colored bag because it looks intentional, not accidental. You can also add texture to keep it from looking flat. Suede, wool, leather, and knitwear together give such a luxe, cozy feel. The key is choosing browns that have depth. Skip anything that looks washed out or muddy. It can make you look tired rather than glowing. What I love most is that this trend is practical. Brown doesn't show lint as easily as black. It doesn't scream trend the way some seasonal colors do, and it transitions beautifully into winter wardrobes. If you're investing this year, go for a quality coat, a leather handbag, or tailored trousers in a rich brown. These are pieces you'll keep reaching for year after year, and they'll never feel dated. Now, let's talk about accessories, because they can make or break your look. One trend I'm thrilled about for fall 2025 is the return of soft, slouchy bags. After years of super-structured, almost boxy handbags dominating the shelves, we're seeing this shift toward relaxed luxury. These bags look like they've already lived a little. They're not stiff or fussy, and that makes them so easy to wear. A beautifully slouchy leather bag draped over your shoulder instantly makes an outfit feel more effortless and approachable, even if you're wearing something tailored. The trick with this trend is to focus on quality materials. Slouchy doesn't mean sloppy. There's a big difference. You want supple, high-quality leather that collapses in your arm but still holds its general shape. I love them in medium to large sizes because they balance proportions better, especially if you're wearing chunkier knits or coats. And for color, neutrals like camel, chocolate, or taupe will give you the most mileage. You'll wear them with everything from jeans and ankle boots to midi dresses and blazers. Here's the best part. You don't have to spend a fortune to get this look right. I've seen amazing options from both high-end designers and mid-range brands. So it's definitely a trend you can adapt to your budget. And because I know finding the right one can take forever, I've added links to some gorgeous options in the description box below so you can browse my favorites without doing all the digging yourself. Now, here's a trend I didn't see coming back quite so strongly. The school shoe. Think of it as a grown-up nod to those Mary Janes, T-straps, or chunky loafers you might have worn years ago, but with a modern twist. This season, they're showing up in everything from flat, rounded styles to chunkier, slightly platform versions, and the fashion world is calling them a nostalgic essential. The charm here is that they're comfortable, low to the ground, and easy to wear all day. But here's the thing. They can also read a little too literal if you're not careful. The key to making this work for women over 50 is balance. Instead of pairing them with something too youthful, like a pleated miniskirt, try grounding them with elegant, grown-up pieces. A cropped tailored trouser, a sharp blazer, or even a simple knit dress instantly takes the shoe from schoolgirl to stylish. I personally lean towards sleek leather versions in black or brown, rather than patent or overly shiny finishes. because they feel more timeless and less costume-like. Plus, leather softens with age and develops that beautiful patina over time. Next, we have a fall classic that's never truly gone away, plaid. But fall 2025 is giving it a fresh spin with oversized outerwear, statement blazers, and even bolder color combinations. Now, plaid is one of those patterns that can either look incredibly chic or completely overwhelm, depending on how it's styled. I've seen some of the newer plaids in rich neutrals, like camel, gray, and soft charcoal, that feel timeless and wearable. But I've also seen loud, multicolored plaids that scream trend of the moment and will be much harder to style a year from now. If you're looking for longevity in your wardrobe, I suggest sticking to classic, neutral plaids for investment pieces. A well-tailored plaid blazer or a long-line coat in muted tones will work year after year and can be layered over everything from jeans and a knit to wide-leg trousers. But if you love the energy of a bolder plaid, make it your accent, perhaps in a scarf, skirt, or even a bag, so it adds personality without taking over your entire look. This way, you can play with the trend without committing your whole budget to something you might get tired of quickly. One thing I always remind my clients is that plaid has a certain visual weight, so you want to balance it with cleaner lines elsewhere in your outfit. Oversized plaid coats look amazing with slim trousers or a straight-leg jean, while plaid skirts shine with a fitted sweater. Now, I'd love to know, are you more into the subtle, neutral plaids, or do you like to go bold with your patterns? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because I'm curious to see where you all land on this one. Now let's get into outerwear, because fall 2025 is absolutely saturated with faux fur, and I am not complaining. But this year, it's less about wild colors and more about ultra-luxe, realistic textures and deep neutrals. We're seeing rich chocolate browns, creamy ivories, and even soft taupes that look far more expensive than they actually are. The right faux fur coat instantly adds drama and elegance, but it's also one of the warmest, coziest pieces you can wear when the temperature drops. I love how it can make something as simple as jeans and ankle boots look like you've stepped out of a street-style photo. The secret to making faux fur work for women over 50 is all about proportion and quality. Go for mid-length coats rather than cropped ones. They're more flattering and elongate the body. Keep the silhouette clean and let the texture be the statement. And as tempting as bright colors can be, they tend to date quickly. So I'd stick to those classic neutrals you'll reach for year after year. When you run your hand through the fur, it should feel soft and plush, not stiff or overly shiny. That's how you know it'll photograph well and look good in real life. What I love most about this trend is its versatility. You can throw it over a sleek black dress for a night out, layer it over trousers for a work day, or wear it with a chunky knit for weekend errands. It's the kind of piece that says, I've got my life together, even if you've just been running around all day. And if you choose well, it'll be one of those coats you look forward to wearing every single winter. Moving on to knitwear, let's talk about the polo neck sweater. It's that collared knit that's more polished than a hoodie, but not as buttoned up as a turtleneck. And honestly, it's such a smart choice for women over 50 because it frames the face beautifully without closing you off completely at the neckline. This style has been popping up everywhere, from luxury brands to high street, and I think it's one of the most wearable trends of the season. For styling, I love pairing a polo neck sweater with tailored trousers for a chic daytime look, or tucking it into a midi skirt with boots for something more elevated. The collar detail makes it feel intentional, even if the rest of the outfit is simple. Neutral shades like cream, camel, navy, and charcoal are going to give you the most longevity, but if you want to add some color, go for those rich autumnal tones, deep burgundy, forest green, or burnt orange. Fit is key here. Oversized polo knits can work if you balance them with slimmer bottoms, but don't go too boxy, or you'll lose that clean, refined effect. And because this piece is so classic, it's worth investing in a good fabric, merino, cashmere, or a quality wool blend, so it drapes well and holds its shape. And speaking of shape, there's one last fall 2025 trend I want to share with you, and I have a feeling it's going to split opinions right down the middle. Some women absolutely love it, others can't stand it. And yet, I found myself trying it on and thinking, wait, this actually works. Let's get into it. The oversized tailoring trend is everywhere this fall. Extra long blazers, wide trousers, and coats with proportions that feel like you raided the men's section. On the runways, it's been styled in this ultra-cool, almost androgynous way, and in street style, I've seen women make it look so effortlessly chic. But here's the thing, if you're petite or curvy, these exaggerated cuts can swallow you whole if you don't style them carefully. That's why I'm calling this a proceed with caution trend. The trick is to balance volume. If you're going oversized on top, keep the bottom slimmer. Think straight leg or slim trousers. If you're wearing wide leg pants, pair them with a more fitted blazer or a tucked-in knit. Tonal dressing works wonders here too. Wearing the same color head to toe can help elongate your frame so the volume doesn't feel overwhelming. For me, I invested in one oversized blazer in a rich brown. Yes, tying it back to our first trend. And I've been wearing it with jeans, a belt, and ankle boots. It feels modern without drowning my shape. I know some women are going to look at this trend and think it's fabulous, while others will say, nope, not for me. And that's what makes it interesting. Style is personal, and not every trend has to be for everyone. But sometimes, trying something you're unsure about can surprise you, just like it did for me this season. If you enjoyed this breakdown of what's truly worth wearing this fall, you are going to love my next video where I share the secrets on what European women really wear in fall. Dress like a local, not a tourist. It's the perfect follow-up because we'll take these trends and see how they're actually styled on the streets of Paris, Milan, and Madrid. So you can take these ideas and make them work in a truly timeless, authentic way.